Hello and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Rachel Amma and I love making really delicious vegan recipes. That's kind of what I do, a vegan cook. So today I'm going to share one of my favorite recipes. It's the summertime, it's barbecue season, and there's a misconception that vegans don't have fun with barbecues. We do, and I'm here to show you what amazing mushrooms can do when you season them up, make them really flavorful and delicious, throw them on the barbecue, and you've got something epic. Trust me. This is gonna make your vegan barbecue dreams come true. So let's get cooking. To get things started, we've got our mushrooms. These are beautiful king oyster mushrooms. And if you can't get king oyster mushrooms, you can do regular oyster mushrooms or any of the mushroom family. These ones just have a really, really delicious effect on the barbecue. They kind of char and get chewy, and it's somewhat meaty, but not meaty. With any other mushroom, we don't need to do this step, but for the king oysters, we're gonna really finely slice them, and then we're gonna add them to hot water, and it's gonna really soften them. If you want to see the full recipe, it will be listed in the description of this video. Make sure you check it out. So I used to hate mushrooms. I was one of those people that thought mushrooms were slimy, flavorless, and not fun. And then when I went vegan, I really found out just how incredible they are. So anyone who does not like mushrooms, I convert them into mushroom lovers because the textures that they bring out when you flavor and season them right, honestly incredible. We're gonna set those aside to soak for about 5 minutes. Meanwhile, we're gonna make our marinade. With our marinade, we're gonna start off with coconut yogurt. Then for our seasonings, we're going a bit crazy because we want lots of flavors. We're starting off with Baharat, which is a Middle Eastern spice. This one specifically has a really nice aromatic orangey zest to it. It's really, really, really fun, and it's gonna bring so much to these mushrooms. And the color is incredible, a generous amount, as well as some sweet smoked paprika, some ground coriander, some ground cumin, and lastly, a little bit of turmeric. Now you wanna get some garlic. I'm gonna grate this. You can use your regular grater. It's the lazy way, an efficient way, my favorite way. And then a little bit of olive oil, season to taste with a little bit of salt. And then we're gonna give all those beautiful colors and seasonings a delicious mix, and it is already blowing my mind. Look at the color. Almost forgot I like to add in a little bit of lemon. It's been about 5 minutes and we can take a look at our mushrooms. They are lovely and pliable. So we're gonna drain these now and get them covered in our seasoning. Oh, we are in for a treat, everybody. We're gonna set those aside for 10 to 20 minutes. We just wanna let all the flavors become friends, sit together, hang out. We are making a tahini dressing, which is gonna go on the bottom of our flatbreads. Very simple. All we need is some really good tahini. Keeping this nice and simple with a bit of garlic. It's gonna be a nice, smooth, slightly lemony, with lots of fresh parsley dressing that's just gonna help bring all the flavors together when you take a nice big bite of our delicious flatbreads. I like to be quite generous with the lemon. Season with salt to taste. So what usually happens now, because we've added the lemon, it starts to get a bit thick, and that's completely normal. So at this point, I add in just a touch of water just to loosen it. Go by kind of how loose it gets. And then you want to keep mixing it until we get a nice smooth tahini dressing. I've been vegan for about 5 or 6 years now. People always ask me if I miss anything in particular. And honestly, if there's something I miss, I think about how to make it in a vegan way, like this recipe today. And you don't miss out on the meat, and that's the best thing. I like to add in a little bit of maple syrup because sometimes it can counteract a bit of bitterness. You don't have to do this. I just like a little bit. So we've got lemon, salt, garlic, a little bit of sweetness from the maple, and we've got these delicious fresh herbs. I am a parsley addict. It's my favorite herb. They also grow all year long in the UK, so there is no excuse not to have parsley on your windowsill or in your garden because they're amazing. Give it a really good mix. And there's our simple tahini. Final step inside before we go outside in the sun and start getting these on the barbecue is adding our oyster mushrooms to our skewers. So they have sat, they have absorbed, they are nice and pliable. So you fold them in half and then you're gonna get them straight on the skewer, just like that. And we're gonna build and build and build, pack them on nicely, But what an amazing way to get the barbecue season started. It's just so nice, and I think it makes it way more exciting, the fact that I haven't really been able to do this in a while, so it feels extra special. Mushrooms are ready. Now it's time to get them on the barbecue and get them sizzling. We've built up to the finale. This is it. This is where we get the sizzling on. The barbecue is here. We're in my garden. This is the amazing part. The sizzle. The sizzle. It's not, vegetables are amazing. Let's go. Now we're just gonna let that cook. We wanna let it sizzle. We really wanna let those chars come out. The smells. Tell me that doesn't smell like an amazing barbecue right now. Yes. It's my sous chef, Marley. Come on, it's your time to shine. Come on. Sometimes she's camera shy, you know. Marley, you're my sous chef today. We're making mushrooms. We're gonna baste these now. We've got them on the high heat. We're getting the caramelization in the chars. We don't wanna waste this delicious marinade, so just get a brush and you can just top up the mushrooms. Just give them a little bit more flavor. Get them in the crevices. Don't be shy. We've let them cook, we've let them char, we've turned them around, and you just wanna kind of eyeball it until you get those really delicious charred pieces. Now we're gonna plate and serve. Now tell me these don't look beautiful. The seasonings, the spices, the chars, the heat, the smoke from the barbecue. Very excited. So over here, we have got our flatbreads. We've got our creamy tahini dressing. So you want to get a nice good spoon of this. And what I like to do is to lather a nice good dollop, like so, like that. Then you want to get on your delicious, crispy. Right, to go with it, we have got some sliced tomatoes, finely chopped parsley and cucumbers. Cucumbers will bring a nice, fresh, refreshing crunch. I'm gonna add those on top. And then we've got our pickled red onions. Super, super easy. You just wanna slice them up nice and thin, put them in a bowl, cover them with some vinegar, add a bit of salt. You can also add pickling spices or not, let it sit aside, and then you get these beautiful, soft, slightly vinegary pickled red onions, which are just gonna add a little in your mouth to complement everything going on right here. And then just a little bit more tahini, because why not? Oh, mate. Vegan barbecue dreams. Oh my days, please make this at your barbecues this summer, because it's one of the best things you can do for yourselves. Vegans have amazing barbecues. I've said it here and I will say it again, proud and loud. I am very happy. If you try this, I hope it makes you as happy as it's made me today. Recipe is down below. What are you waiting for?